Well, we just want, this is Alberta White Moore that we are interviewing now, who is just going to come and tell us about her experiences from Weakley County High School and how it helped her to be the great, outstanding woman that she is now. So it's all yours, my friend.
Okay, thank you, Beverly. It's my pleasure. Of course, thanks to my grandson for setting us up. Yeah. Now, I remember Weakley County Training School, and that's what I was going to talk about because
you're right.
Yes, we were, how appropriate is that name? We were trained for life's journey. Right. And how can I, Mrs. Roster, Mrs. Moore, and of course, Mrs. Hayes. Yes. I still remember those songs that she taught us, the Star Spangled Banner, and of course, the school's song. She taught me that I sang alto and tenor. I never knew that until she banged on that piano, and yes. Yeah. And Mrs. Roster basically taught me skills of living, cooking, home economics teacher. She was a home economics teacher, cooking, sewing, morals. She always told me that I look good in black and white. So now, wouldn't you be happy to see that I have black and white hair? How exciting is that? Right. And of course, Professor Nunn and Mrs. Nunn. Mrs. Moore used to help me, poor Mrs. Moore, with my English and math. And sometimes she would tutor me after school. So that's why I can speak, of course, such good English today. All right, I give that to Mrs. Moore.
Right.
We were always reminded that we had to be better and do better because we were, and more was expected of us because of our, we never, at that time, we didn't hear anything about black or whatever. We were just taught because of your color, you know, you've got to do, using the word black, which is okay. But at that time, they told us we had to do better because we were colored. And of course, because I can remember walking 2 miles to school while the white children passed me on the bus. And we also got hand-me-down books, but that never stopped us from learning.
Right.
Absolutely not. I remember that, and of course my parents, thank God for their enforcement behind the teachers. Right. And sometimes it really was an enforcement, but they never said, well, this teacher said that, and you were, if the teacher said it, then guess what? You paid a price for it when you got home. So that was wonderful too. And of course, in the community, our teachers, our preachers, our church family, our friends, we saw each other all the time because we lived all together in the community.
Right.
So they also helped. When we did something wrong, they would correct us, and heaven forbid when they told our parents. But most of the time, they just correct us. And then, you know, that would be it, because we would beg them, don't tell my mom. And so a lot of times, my dad, and a lot of times they wouldn't. What a wonderful childhood. What a wonderful time growing up. Our friends, Beverly, your mom, and the Pokes, and of course, if I was hungry before I got home, Mrs. Roster would be sitting on her porch and would always offer me a sandwich. And so, you know, we grew up in a community where we knew the people and they knew us. Now, I put down a few little notes. I want to make sure that I don't forget anything. Oh, I was a cheerleader, always have had a big mouth. So Rachel and I spent a lot of times cheerleading. Now, Rachel, when I come home to the class reunion, Rachel can do all the cheers. I don't even remember, but Rachel can do all of the cheers. So we just, I mean, we just had a wonderful childhood, and now I thank God for the training, and I want to use that word because now I think we need more of training and not just talking. Right. And I just thank you, Beverly, for this opportunity, for doing this interview. Now, I could talk on and on and on, but I'm not. I think that I have said some of the most important things, unless you want to ask me some questions, and you're welcome to do so. If I feel I'm not going to answer them, I'll say no comment, but you're perfectly welcome. But you're perfectly welcome. And I just thank you for this opportunity. And even though I wasn't born in Martin, Martin is always my home. And every Tuesday, I look forward to coming to the wonderful class reunion that is so well planned. And my children can't believe I went from that our school in Weakley County High School went from kindergarten, graduated. So we knew everybody from kindergarten all the way through to the 12th grade. And so now that's why we're all so very close, because we all grew up together. There were no separating us, and we going to different schools. Right. So thanks for this opportunity. Okay.
Alberta, thank you so much. It's so great to see you. We've enjoyed listening to you, and I can't wait until you come on so we can finish the conversation.
I can't wait to get here in August. Take care.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thank you, grandson Brandon. Thank Brandon for us.